Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to do a quick little video on candies and touch-ups. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, definitely go and check it out. It's whenever we went ahead, we prepped everything out, and then we dipped the wheels, kind of showed a little bit on that. If you haven't seen it already, check the link below. It'll be there for you. You can click it, check it out. So this is going to be part 2. Now in part 2, we're going to show you how to do any of the touch-ups that you need to do on the wheel, as well as spraying the blue candy. And so after we do that, then of course we're going to clear coat it. We'll show you guys that. And then after you're finished, then this is what you're going to get. So it's going to look amazing. You're going to learn a lot. We're pretty excited about it. So definitely stay tuned and let's get started. All right guys, so we've got everything all touched up. Any of those spots that we had before, like any of the little areas, we've went ahead, we've dotted those in, we've touched them up, we've recreated any lines that we needed to. Now on this one right here, we have not yet actually blacked in this inner ring all the way around here. So kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit before and after on this. So this is what it came out like after we was done doing the touch up on the main spokes, but not the actual inner lip like that. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go in, we're going to tape off this side right here and on the inside, and then we're going to come back and black all of this in as far as that lip right there. And so what that's going to do is it's going to give it a nice little appearance right in here, just because there's no way, as you can tell, the carbon, it does not look good at all whenever it stretches that far. We already knew that was going to happen, so of course we're just going to go ahead and black that in. It's going to give it some nice little black lip there. It's going to look really nice. So once we get all of that done, then we're going to come back and lay down all of our blue candy on the wheels. And now this is going to be a very tedious and long process, mainly because with the blue candy, we got to make sure that we get the candy on each of the spokes on the inner lips right in here before we do the outer faces. And so this is definitely going to take a little bit in doing, but it will make the wheel pop so much better because we went through and made the time to do that entire thing all the way around. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started, and then we'll show you guys what the blue candy looks like after we've done all the touch-ups and everything, so stay tuned. Alright, so as you saw in the quick little time-lapse video that we had there, it took quite a bit to go around, get everything done, but these wheels came out amazing. So just to kind of give you a quick little recap, we've got the black all in through here, all the way around this whole entire lip, and then we've got the blue all the way around the entire wheel. Now what we've also done is we've came back in here, we've done the blue all the way around the outside of the lip as well as the inside barrel. So then that way the customer, he has an entire blue candy wheel, but yet he also has blue carbon fiber that has a candy coat over the top of it. So now that we've got everything done, all of this is all ready to go. We've already got our clear mixed up. We're going to be shooting the clear coat and getting this shot. Now again, this is going to be very tedious, very time consuming to be done right. And so the main reason why I say that is because just like the candy, we're going to shoot the clear the exact same way. Couple of things on shooting this is that we're actually going to be shooting this out of an Iwata LPH 80. So that actually has a 0.8 tip on it. And the reason that we're going to be doing that is because these areas are so small inside all of these little areas in here that we want to have a very small gun to literally just spray these outer edges just like this all the way around each part of this entire wheel. And then once we have that, then we're going to come back and do an overall if it's needed. Most of the time as I was spraying this, I felt like I got a pretty good overall just by itself, just from going on this side and that side. I had enough overspray that got this side right here really well. So definitely watch the video. I'm sure you'll see that it takes a long time to do all this, but to do it correctly, that's the way that we got to do it to make sure that we get a good coverage all the way around the entire wheel. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to mix up our clear coat. Of course, these are going to go gloss. Customer wouldn't want anything but that to make these wheels pop really good. And once we get the gloss on there, that's whenever the wheels will really stand out like crazy. They'll pop really good in the sunlight, and the customer's definitely going to love it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get the clear coat all mixed up, get it in the gun. And then the other thing is that we're also going to mix up an entire vial or entire cup of clear, but we're only going to use our 6-ounce cups. And so the main reason is because I don't want a big cup that's just like big honking cup right here and I can't maneuver it around inside the barrel or around in this area. So what we've done is we're going to be doing a big cup of clear, and then we're constantly going to keep pouring in the clear into a small PPS cup. And so the main reason is because it's a lot more agile. You can maneuver it around a lot easier, and also whenever you're spraying inside this area right in here, you can take and spray all of this and not have it get in the way of hitting the inside barrel because you have this big tall cup on there. So we'll probably have to refill it 2 or 3 times per wheel. It's not a big deal, but it will help us in making sure that we get everything fully covered and everything looks really good. So we're gonna go ahead, get everything mixed up, and then show you guys how to spray this, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it, so stay tuned. All right, so we've got all of our clear mixed up in our cup right here. This we've got about half full because we're going to be shooting the 2 wheels right now. And so what we're going to be doing is as I was saying before, we're going to take this cup, pour it into this one, so that way whenever we're spraying with this cup, as we're sitting here holding our gun like this, we don't have this big cup. We just have a very small cup, makes it a lot more agile, a lot more nimble, so it makes it a lot better. So we've already mixed everything up in here, so we don't have to worry about the mix ratio or anything like that. So of course, we've got everything mixed up, everything is mixed, so now we're gonna go ahead and take this, pour it into that, and then we can take that, put it on the gun, and get started spraying. So let's go ahead and pour this in here. All right, now that we've got that, put the cap on it, and then we'll get our collar that goes over it, snap it on, hook it onto the gun, and then we'll get ready to go. Now, the good thing about this is that we chose to use our European clear on this, so it does have a lot longer pot life, which means that we can leave it in this cup for at least an hour or 2 and we're still perfectly fine. Now, different clears will be different, so you have to make sure that you have a pot life that's going to last as you're sitting here spraying all of your parts and things like that, because you don't want the clear to start drying up while it's sitting there in the cup. So in this case, with our European clear, we're perfectly fine. I actually believe it has about a 5 hour pot life at 75 degrees, which is very slow dry and clear, but we really like it a lot. Works really well, especially for these wheels. It's going to be a great application, so I think this is going to be a really good application to use for the wheels on that. So let's go ahead, we'll get this on the gun, get spraying with it, and then we'll get started, so stay tuned. Alright, so now that we've got everything sprayed, now we're actually going to go put this on a bigger gun, start doing an overall around the barrel and the inside barrel. So now that I've got everything all detailed out with this one, now we're going to quickly switch over to a different gun and then get a bigger fan, so that way we can go ahead and go a lot quicker with the inside barrel and all the way around the lip. So here we go. So we've got a couple of minutes left. We're going to go ahead, let this flash a little bit longer, and then do exactly the same thing that we just did. We're going to go back around and we're going to put 2 full wet coats on it just to make sure that everything has a good, solid finish on it. And then these wheels are going to come out looking really good. So the first coat might not be 100% blast out. It's still fine. The second coat, it'll blast out really nice. But if you notice, there is no runs on the entire thing. And the main thing is because we had the LPH 80 that we were sitting there and we were going through all of these different corners just like that to make sure that we got all the way around our edges first, edging it out just like normal, and then coming back with an overall all the way around the entire wheel. So that's going to give you the best finish as well as the best looking coating on the product. So stay tuned. You guys will see the end result. Alright, so now that we've got everything all clear coated, let's take a look at the final product and see what we've got. So, of course, as you guys saw, we've got candy all over the entire wheel. So we've done it inside and outside, so that way everything is completely candy blue. The wheel looks amazing. The video definitely doesn't even do it justice. It really pops so well out in the sun. Really awesome coating. So what we've got is, of course, we've also got our center caps that we've done. And so with the center caps, let's see here. There we go. We've got these that we have already got everything done. And so we're not going to pop them in right now, but what we did was nice little extra is we added in some candy, just the candy blue itself, just on this edge right here. So that way it gives it a nice little pop from, you've got carbon all the way around here, you've got a nice little candy blue ring around it. Of course, the Vossen logo is going to be right in there. And then, of course, we've got the center cap itself that we've already dipped, so that way everything matches up all the way through there. So, we also, as you can tell from the video before, we went through, we candied all of the inside of the barrel and Everything looks amazing all the way around the inside of it. We're very happy with it. I know the customer's very happy with it. And of course, it turned out amazing. So we're definitely really happy with the way that everything turned out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know we always do. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you about anything that you've got on wheels or even new videos that we do or anything like that. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips and tricks videos on anything to do with hydrographics or custom coatings in general. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and we're making hydrographics great again. We'll see you guys next time.